One sec. Right, welcome YouTube people. Qualifying is about to start in less than 3 minutes. Who's better, Lewis or Charles? Oh, good question. It has to be Lewis. But in recent years, you'd probably say Charles, but overall, Lewis. Yeah, it's Lewis easily, but in recent years, you'd have to say Charles compared to Lewis. You have to add that because you can't discredit Charles. But overall, it's Lewis. But in recent years, for like the past 3-4 years, you'd probably say Charles. Because I think since 21, I think Charles has been finishing ahead of Lewis. I could be wrong in that, but Max or Lewis, I'd say Lewis. But overall, in the same thing as Leclerc, for the past few years, you'd have to say Max. But overall, you say Lewis. What do you think about Max crashing out of Australia and getting put 20th? I think it's alright. It's a new car. So there's always going to be mistakes. So the car operates differently from what it's been before. So you can't blame if someone is making mistakes. So it is what it is. W2W, there's no one close to Lewis and Max, to be fair. W2W, what the hell does that mean? No clue. Lewis was better at Mercedes than he is at wheel to wheel, yeah. It's too early for me to be dissecting all these acronyms, bro. It's too early. I'm not on enough, so I've not had enough sleep. Lewis Hamilton was better at Mercedes than he is at Ferrari. He was the original guy at Mercedes. Yeah, he was. No. Really is what it is, but you know, it's 7 a.m. I was awake for sprint race. I thought I could have 2 hours of sleep. I didn't have a wink. So yeah, I'm not in the best of headspace at the minute. I'm alright, but I'm definitely gonna get tired very quickly. Think about how much she made from sponsorship after that deal though. True. Norris was, not like McLaren's did what they could. Like you see Lando was up to third and next almost at second at one point with Lewis. And then once they started going fully, the page just showed that he was not up to it. So he couldn't do much. But I think Alonso should hang his boots up now. Honestly, it's kind of sad for Alonso. If he was in any other team, he would be flying. But he's in an Aston. So yeah. How am I shaming on here on TikTok? Bro, there's methods. Bro, there's methods. There's methods. What happened to Hulk last night? Last night? Bro, I've done research. I've dedicated time and effort. I've put time and effort into this. What happened to Hulk last night? What do you mean last night? You mean during the sprint race? I'm hoping Pastor does okay. But yeah, he has. He hasn't even done his first long lap was during the sprint race. That was not even a like 50% race, was it? Did you know Oscar PS3 was one of just supposed to go to? Oh, Piastri. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know about that. I'm knowledge up. I'm trying. I can't lie. I've mostly spent effort on gear, bro. I tell you what. Before the gear, I had a microphone because I was using the microphone for music and that. But what I used to use was my phone for a webcam. Those days were dark. Those days are dark. When does quali start? Well, they've just gone out for their outlaps right now, so it's technically started. People are going out for their outlaps. Let me get my track map up. I tell you, you don't really need a lot of gear. The main thing you need is a mic and a webcam. Apart from that, you don't need much. That's what I say personally, but um that's what I did see that a lot of people just prefer having Insta 360. That's interesting. Who do you think leaves McLaren first out of the two of them? Oh, good question. I could see Lando leaving us. I don't know. It depends. There's really a lot of factors that goes into them leaving. I wouldn't even be able to guess unless something goes really wrong. Then I can be like, okay, this person is leaving because of this reason. I can't even think of a reason why any of them leave. If I give you four best drivers, would you who would you put in better of Audrey? You see, because I'm not knowledgeable in F1 to the Schumacher Vettel Button days, so I can't really comment on that. I fear for this season. Yeah, the Link 2 is really good. That's what I use. Which do you use? I use a very small camera. I've forgotten what the name is. It's like an Osbot 2 or something. That's what I've got. Very small camera, can do like 4K and all that stuff. How you got Vettel Button? No, it's not a DJI. It's DJI is expensive, mate. I ain't got that bread. It's a Osbot something. I can't remember what it's. It's a very small camera or webcam rather. Like it's not even. It's like the same size as this. Yeah, it's like the same size as this essentially. That's the same size as my Samsung Buds. The same size as that essentially. Very small. Yeah. But when I first started, I started with my laptop webcam. Then I used my one of my old phones that I had that I wasn't using anymore. I just used that as a webcam, and then eventually, yeah, it was cheap as well. So the Merc in the pits, yeah, I swear they've got the pace anyway. So there's no point. They're basically waiting for a clear track, I guess. Verstappen seems all right on the medium tires though. Interesting. Yeah, bro. I've been grinding, bro. Grinding, 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 grinding. I've done a lot of stuff. Max and Lewis, yeah, the mediums. Consider the Ferraris did do medium tires at Australia last week, so I think maybe they prefer that though. Oh, my time was a bit out of sync actually. I didn't even realize. You know the funniest thing? You said I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube on TikTok. There's also YouTube. There's also YouTube. Let me sync this up. Bearing in mind, I cannot see chat for a sec. Verstappen's on mediums as well. Hamilton's mediums are a bit worn. Hmm. Okay, that works. Right. Um, but the TikTok or the oh snap. But the TikTok one I do want you to teach me because I want to stream on Sunday on TikTok, but I don't want to just ditch Twitch. Yeah, very. We have to talk about this because it's technical. There's a lot of stuff. There's plugin. If I start talking, bro, it's gonna go long. How come I'm using glasses? Oh no, this is just like special glasses because of like computer lenses and stuff. I can see fine. I just use them when I'm looking at my screen. It's basically protective. If your look is for when you're using screens, laptops or monitors, just to protect your eyes. That's all. Nothing crazy. Like, I can wear it without it, but nothing. There's no difference. It just protects my eyes because I sit in front of my computer a lot. So yeah. Now glasses. I never use glasses. I think I used to wear someone's glasses, but obviously that was just like wearing for wearing sake, but it wasn't anything else. Yeah, you're right. It has been 6 years. What? I think in like, yeah, yeah, Maze, yeah, you're right, you're right. Hamilton drifting. Yeah, I saw that. It was sliding because those medium tires are very worn, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, you are right, Josh. It was Maze. It was him. Lewis complaining. Are the Mercedes on track yet? Okay, yeah, Antonelli is gone. Russell's there as well. Yeah, YouTube is there. It's the same thing. And if you notice, there is no music on YouTube if you do check it out. There's methods, bro. It's too technical. I know how to set it up. Like, if I was to start from scratch, I can do it all myself again because I've done it all. I know how to do it. So, like, Antonelli started his flying lap now. What is Antonelli's tires? Might be a bit worn softs. No, it might be fresh. It's saying it's fresh softs. Huh. About to be a second ahead or something. Well, he's 7 tenths up on Colapinto. That's not the reference I want to see. I want to see the reference to Piastri. So the two McLarens were on worn softs. Like very, I think, oh, those would have been the softs on that they used in the race. That's in the sprint race. Russell's gone even quicker. There's about 100th between them, apparently. Purple in the middle sector for Antonelli. Apparently, he's 4 tenths faster than Piastri at the minute, or 5 tenths at the minute. Russell isn't faster in the middle though. He's probably going to gain all that time in the final sector. Why is Sir Jim Radcliffe there? Piss off, man. I don't like seeing this guy anytime, bro. He pisses me off. In terms of football, Formula One, yeah, he's a G, but in terms of football, what he's done to my club, I can't back that, bro. 6 tenths. Oof. Let's see what Russell does then. So Russell will be like 7 tenths, I guess, close to 8. Comments were off there. Are they? That would explain a lot. I didn't know. You're lying. Why is the comments off? Oh, that would explain a lot. Didn't know. YouTube streaming is a different breed. I tell you that. That one is still technical. How was it off? But then, oh, probably because that's a mod, so I didn't see that. So the Mercedes have done a 33-2. What kind of PC do I have? Good question. I upgraded my PC last year. I got a decent PC at the minute. Definitely need to upgrade it. Upgrade the graphics card in the near future. How are the Audis that high? Because I think a lot of people are using worn tires. Not even I think, I know for a fact a lot of people are using worn tires. But the Audis are a quick car. I do think the Audis will get into Q3 though. Do you need a strong one? I wouldn't say a really strong one. I was using my laptop that weren't really strong for a while at some point, but you don't need a strong one. Like the best way to check is to ask like AI or something and just ask it like specs and stuff. For multi-streaming, you need a lot of RAM more than anything else. Graphics as well. You need a decent graphics card, I say. Did Hamilton pit? Hamilton. No, he's still on track apparently. 32 GB. That's all right. That's what I've got, so that's fine. Good time from him. Yeah, what has he done? How far is he off 2 temps? Oh, is he on new tires? He is on new softs, but I think that's what he set his last lap time on. So he's on a cool down lap, or I'm not sure if he's on an in lap or a cool down lap. Either one. 580 for graphics card. Was that? Oh, those laptop graphics cards are a bit technical. 580. I was thinking you were talking about the big boy 580, but you're talking about the laptop version. That's decent. But then obviously your PC is going to be running very loudly, I'd guess. I think. Just because it's the. Not your laptop will run loudly just because it's a laptop. So what's Lando done? P4, 2 temps off. Leclerc goes quicker. Oh, wow. What do you think about the new Lego helmets? Lego helmets? Yeah, but then also being on a laptop, you're kind of compromised because of what you can add to it and stuff. Yeah, but then it kind of looks all messy because you have your laptop and just have stuff connected like that, like that. It looks a bit too much. Thank you for the follow. Lego dropped helmets for Leclerc and Hamilton, did they? I did see Lewis like holding a Lego helmet somewhere, so if that's what you're talking about, it looks alright, but it's a Lego helmet, it's not really much in there. No. What does Miss Noah what appended to you? Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one. I think my PC is about like that big, thereabout. And then probably maybe that wide. S, thank you for the follow. Where's Verstappen anyway? 15th. He's gonna be on a flying lap soon on new softs. Behrman is so clear of Ocon is ridiculous. Oh, 100%. I was saying this earlier that there's a potentially Ocon gets dropped for Jack doing because Behrman is so clear of him. Yeah, but then that's why you have that. But that's why you have the two because I code on my laptop for stuff, but then I also have my PC for other stuff that requires the big boy stuff. So, and my PC is not my laptop's not anything crazy. It's just normal small laptop for decent things. But when I used to stream on my laptop, it used to be blowing. Like it will be running like a car engine. Yeah, it was dark. It used to run like a car engine. It was dark. You just hear the fans speed up. Like, yeah, crazy. So for at that point, I had to get a PC at that point because it was ridiculous. Right, Verstappen has started a lap here. Fresh softs. Let's see what he can do. If he can get up to McLaren, that's a success. Yeah. Like, look at the gap to Gasly and Colapinto. I tell you, that Colapinto guy is overhyped. I tell you what. I think he had a good entrance from Williams in 24, but I think he's overhyped. I think the only reason why he's still at Alpine is because of money, innit? Verstappen is struggling though, mid corners and everywhere. It seems the Williams will get out of Q2, which they probably will do anyway. Let's see what Verstappen does. Fourth. How does he manage that? You see what I'm saying? Verstappen, yeah, he's just strange. Like, bro was fighting his car and he gets the fastest third sector. Like, what's he doing? How far off? Victor, thank you for the follow. Max, thank you for the follow. Was that Victor or Max? I think it was just Max. Where does Lindblad go? P11. The Aston Martin's obviously out. The Cadillac's obviously out. Colapinto, up to P9. Fair enough. Bortoletto, P7. What can Albon and Sainz do? Bottas, 20th. Nobody, thank you for the follow. Albon, 18th. Oh, wow. I was thinking the Williams would get through to Q2. I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, wow. And Albon is fuming. Nah, it will do all right. It will do all right. Is this Q2? No, Q1 has just finished, Caitlin. Yeah, to be fair, I'm lucky that I've got a big enough room and I've got where to put a PC. Obviously, when I finish uni later this year, in like technically 3 months, give or take, I'll still have that PC, so it should be fine. Verstappen fell off. What do you mean he fell off? He's in P. He finished fourth in Q1. Oh no, I game on a PC more these days. Uh, console gaming is kind of falling off. Console gaming is kind of falling off. There's only a few games I play on console, and even that is like, it's a car he crashed because of it. What? Thanks for doing this. He has no good. Yeah, but he was fighting that car, and he somehow put it in P4, which is ridiculous. Like I was looking at him fighting, going vroom, vroom. I'm like, there's no way he's doing like a very good lap here. Alex, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, Josh. Yeah, struggle. I still got a lot of stuff to do though, but dark. Yeah, console just feels better to me. No, but the thing about the console thing is that I just use my controller on my PC, so it's still a console to me. It makes a difference. It just gives me a better optimization of my PC of the game I'm playing. Do you think Russell? Wait, do you think he will catch Russ in the WDC? That is a long shot, mate. That's a long shot. NJ, thank you for the follow. That's a long shot. I can't say. Not putting any bold predictions out there, but I can't even say anything. Yeah. Well, I think the main reason why I kind of went to PC because I started doing a bit more racing stuff. A majority of those stuff on PC is what led me to start moving to PC slowly but surely. Right. So occasionally so Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, which Dragon Ball game came out recently? Was it which one was it? I can't remember which one it was. I think I no, I don't think I played it. Sparking Zero. Okay, yeah. I haven't played that. To be fair, if I want to play that, I'm not even gonna buy it. I just go to the same website I've been using since school days, bro. I still use that website. I rinse that website like crazy. I still rinse that site like crazy. Yeah, bro. I still rinse it. I rinse it, bro. I still rinse it. I still rinse it. Not for everything, but like certain games that I'm like, no, Q1 has just finished. Q2 is gonna start soon in the next few minutes. With an online fix, nah, I don't play any online stuff. All the things I go for Fit Girl for are mostly off games, single player games, offline games and stuff. Nah, yeah, you can give it to me. I appreciate. I don't really play any online games that require me to. All the online games that I play, they're either free games or games I've bought. Then apart from that, most single player games I will just fit girl it. Ivan Q2 should start maybe in a minute or two, because cars are waiting at the end of the pit lane. So oh actually speaking of it's actually just started. They've actually just started going out, so is that working? Okay, it is working. It signs out in Q1. Yep, he's out in Q1. The two oh the two Williams, the two Astons, and the two Cadillacs are out in Q1. So three teams have gone out in Q1. Both their drivers as well. Yeah, I do play F1. Where exactly is Science? He's been knocked out of Q1, Ivan. Are you not listening to what I'm saying? Yeah, I do play with a steering wheel. Yeah, to be fair, that is those are two steering wheels there. That's the main one that I use now. That's like a small. If I'm doing like circle normal steering wheel, car steering wheel, and then that's more like a Formula One style wheel, sort of. Predictions for quali. Well, people said Russell gets pole, and then Ferraris are finishing 2-3. Then probably not Behrman. What's his name? Antonelli P4. Oh, you mean where in Q1? So Sainz is 17th, Albon is 18th, Alonso 19th, Bottas 20, Stroll 21, and Perez 22. So yeah, in that order, it's Sainz and Albon is 17, 18. Yeah, with a steering wheel, yeah. Something I picked up like when did I start when did I start using a steel? You wanna see up close? Yeah, I could do that. But let after let this finish first in like 12 minutes or 13ish minutes, then I'll show you. Yeah, it's quite technical to be fair. I started I started with a controller and then I liked it so much I got a wheel. No, this is Grand Prix for this is qualifying for the actual Grand Prix tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, I'm watching it right here. That's why you can see like on this side, there's like here, there's all F1 stuff going on there, all the drivers and stuff. Then that is why on TikTok you can see all that stuff as well. Honestly, after sprint and sprint quality, we might see a Ferrari. Yeah, possibly. That's why I'm up at 7 in the morning. Because it's 7:30 in the morning here. That's why I'm up. Another day I will be sleeping. So Russell's faster than Kimi by 4 attempts on worn softs. Is the wheel better? Oh, 100%. Going from a controller to a wheel is 100 times different. Leclerc is faster than Antonelli there. So he goes ahead of Leclerc. And he's 3 attempts back. So the two Ferraris could get Antonelli here. Nah, I don't think there's a 1-2. It's like a Ferrari 2-3, then Russell P1. Lando P5 on Yusuf's. A wheel does make it, but you need to take the baby steps. You need to get the basic wheel first before you get to what I've got. Because what I've got is levels. There's a difference. You need to get the basic ones, which you can obviously use for driving any game, F1 or anything. You need to get those basic ones. Yeah, you can still use like I can still play all those games with that wheel, but you need to get the basic wheel first instead of spending how a lot of money on what I've got. How I don't want to talk about that. It's a bit too much. I think that wheel alone was close to like 300 quid. Dawson, thank you for the follow. Ivan, Russell to possibly either Hamilton or Leclerc, P2, P3, and then Anthony 4. Then I think the McLarens will be 5 and 6, and then Verstappen will be 7th. Yeah, but then you need to get the cheaper one, which because you see, this is just a wheel separately. The cheaper one will have a wheel and the wheelbase is all technical, and then the pedals as well. Those ones will be better for a beginner, which is what I had before I changed to this ending of last year. What you'd want is a Logitech wheel. That's what you'd want first. Verstappen's Red Bull is kind of slow and he ain't showing up. Because, yeah, I hear you, Ivan. He's on new softs and he's 5th. But then He was only a tenth faster than Lando, who was on worn tires. I hear it. Baptiste, thank you for the follow. Gasly P8. Colapinto 13. Colapinto's getting knocked out. Lindblad is very, very good for a rookie. Yeah, he's all right. We've not seen a lot from him. I'm not gonna say he's amazing. I've only seen one race from him. So yeah, Behrman's been cooking since towards the end of last season. Like, look at the gap between him and Ocon. Siberia 2011. Thank you for following on Twitch. Yeah, towards the end of the season, he was cooking. Yeah, obviously, where he had that Mexico race where he was defending from Verstappen, I believe it was. I know for a fact that he trains very hard. I know for a fact. Don't ask me how I know, but I know. That's what I can say. Oh, my chat did an update here. Oh. So Oscar is going out on his new softs. Haas could be an underrated top four if you ask me. Because Ocon's going to show up one day. Yeah, to be fair, Ocon does have those moments where he becomes a god of racing. Like, what race was it? No. This is not a Logitech, but like the first one you should get should be a Logitech because that covers all those games you'd want to play and it's cheaper. So, but that one it's for your first time getting a wheel. It's a lot. Come on, Oscar. Yeah, TM. I'll show you after the whole thing. It's $400. No. You're not looking at the right one. Then there's different. I'll show you the cheaper one after. Where can we see this? If you mean the race, I don't know where you are, but you can watch it in America, Apple TV, other countries, F1. Yeah, the Logitech G920. Yeah, those type. The Logitech G something. That's the first one you should get. Should be like 100 and something. What happened to Valtteri and Lindblad? Valtteri's been eliminated in Q1. Lindblad is in the pits. He's probably going to set another lap. I mean, both McLaren and RB don't look that fast for them. Hassas looks $400. No, it's not. Not the race, just the statistics. Oh, the statistics. Oh, it's multi-viewer. If you have an F1 TV subscription, you can link it to multi-viewer and you can get all this. Oh, I think they have it on the F1 TV app as well. Could be wrong. Viert, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Also, did they crash in the sprint? No, there wasn't like a major crash. They just had issues with their car. They had issues with their car. I know Hulkenberg retired for issues with his car, so yeah. Leclerc's on a lap here. He's set in purple sectors. He's absolutely flying. What's my opinion on McLaren this season? Not bad. I'm surprised. I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing so far. Obviously, it could be better, but you know what? For finishing first, not having a lot of wind tunnel time and all that, can't complain. They don't make their own engine, so you can always hope. You can always, yeah, fair enough. So Piastri's ahead of Verstappen. Leclerc goes quicker by less than a tenth. Let's see where Lewis goes. Stays third. I said Lando was on the lap, wasn't he? Yeah, he is. Honestly, I see Leclerc in this even until Hamilton. But he goes ahead of Piastri, fifth and sixth. Is what I said. Fifth and sixth. Is why that's where their pace is. I see Leclerc winning this maybe even Anthony Hamilton, but it's gonna be Russell. Yeah. I don't know about the first master though. So no opinion on that. The man is I heard people like it, but I don't know about it to say. The main thing is Ferrari start in the top four. That first corners is theirs. Yeah, true. Yeah, but the Ferraris are gonna start in the top four. They are the second fast. They are level on pace with Mercedes. Race pace anyway. Quali pace, Mercedes have got a bit of an edge. Russell more than Antonelli, but they've got a bit of an edge. How many more pits are there? Well, it's not a race, they're just qualifying. So there are no pits. Required pits anyway. Antonelli is fastest in the middle sector. Yeah, this is qualifying. Sean, I think that would be. Who's winning it this season? Is a tall order. Hulkenberg doesn't make it. He misses out barely. Antonelli goes quicker. Antonelli's picked up the pace though. I know Russell's going to improve. So we could see a Mercedes third and fourth here. Unless they're both on laps and I'm not paying attention to it. I think Hamilton has just started a lap. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yellow flag. Bortoletto stopped. Oh, Lindblad. Nah. Oh, those lap times are getting deleted though. Lindblad is going to be out there. Nah, that's not the will I have. Nah, I've got a Moza, Moza. Gasly goes fifth. Gasly fifth. What the flip is this? Colapinto 12th. Gasly. What the flip is Gasly smoking? I spent a fair penny of mine. I've not even done fantasy or tour this year. Why is Gasly fifth? He goes fifth. Well, why am I thinking this? For some reason, I think it's Q3 because I'm saying Gasly fifth so much. Like, oh, Lindblad got unlucky because of the double yellows. So what happened to Bortoletto? Hello, TTF. Oh, Bortoletto. Oh my gosh, how he didn't hit the wall on that final corner is a miracle. Yeah, but it's not like straightforward because the wheel I've got is separate actually. So right here is the wheelbase that the steering wheel connects to with the pedals attached to the whatever it is here. Good morning from Netherlands. How is Max doing? Max is in seventh for Q2. So he's doing all right, to be fair. He's looked faster, which is what I said coming into quali that I feel Max is just gonna they're gonna adjust something on the car and that car is gonna look a bit more happy for Max. But he's done all right. Good luck for Ferrari. Come on, Lewis. Yeah, the Ferraris are doing all right. But as I said, uh I still think Russell gets pole, Lewis or Leclerc second and third, whichever order you want to put it, and then Antonelli fourth. I think that's how it goes. Then you got the McLarens fifth and sixth. In what order? Total guess. Then you got Verstappen in P7. That's how it should be. Yeah. I saw the wheel separate from the rest. Yeah. So this is the wheel. Massive though. Like two hands this way. Absolutely massive. You got your pedals and all that stuff. How about the Team Constructors Championship? Who edges it? Good question. Yeah, it's not a lot. You're not gonna use all of them. Trust me, you're not using all of them. Like for F1, I probably use probably most of the top ones here. Then I have like what would you call that? Like a joystick on two sides to move up and down. But then all these ones in F1, I don't touch them. So all this is for like if you're doing racing. If I'm racing cars on other games, then I probably use a couple of these sometimes. So it's not crazy like that. I don't know what people are saying. I love these new regs. These fellas. The new regs are interesting. There's a love-hate relationship with them. I don't know. And I need to see more from the regs. Yeah, this is why I said you need to get the Logitech because the Logitech is a basic. It's got a minimal buttons, easy buttons that correlate with, and also if you get the Logitech, you can also use it with your PlayStation. So that will probably be better for you because you could be able to use it in your PlayStation. I tell you what, yeah, if you were to try for the first time to try and drive my wheel, you won't be able to turn it because it will be so heavy on you. Because of there's this thing called force feedback. So when you turn the car, how much force turns with when you're turning and stuff like that. So for my wheelbase, you get more force for your turning. So if you're turning left, you get more force on it. So the first time I got this, it was very heavy. But then the more I've driven on it, it feels light to me. So and when you're driving for long hours with that and you're turning left, right, your arms will hurt like crazy. Yeah, the car looks good driving in my opinion. They turned. Yeah, what the cars look a lot better driving in my opinion. The way they turned out sure look cool. Is it? My girlfriend ain't got a good car. He's gonna win the championship. Lewis, the championship. It's a tall order. If Ferrari develop a good car throughout the season, possible. Um, Mercedes engine is legal. They have to. You say it's illegal, but you don't know. Yeah, if you're driving an F1 car, it's very technical. And then also the pedals as well. Oh, another one, yeah. My brake pedal, you would not be able to press that brake pedal. that brake pedal is so stiff. Like if you press it, yeah, you need to like literally stand on it, essentially. That's how heavy it is. Because in Formula One, a brake pedal, the way how heavy the brake pedal, I think apparently is like 100 kg. So for you to brake, you're pressing down with your left leg 100 kg every time you need to brake, give or take. I think it's about 100 kg, which is heavy. So obviously, my brake pedal is not going to be up to 100 kg, but it's still heavy that you'd feel, okay, yeah, that's heavy. So, I mean, it seems kind of obvious that Mercedes has something. Look how much, yeah, but they're not hiding anything. This was because, like, they might have, they might have just got a loophole, which obviously they're using. Fair enough, but all the Mercedes teams would have that same loophole. The only thing that would be is that the Mercedes teams haven't figured out how to capitalize on it. That's what it is. Right, Q3 started. Uh, it wasn't even about F1. It's just because I liked driving in general. But then also, but you don't always have to press. Oh, something's happened to Russell. He stopped on track. Russell stopped on track. No, it's not even about. It's not even about F1. It's more. It's more. It's more. The thing about the pedal, the reason why it's a bit stiff, it was because when because the pedals I have by default, when you press them, they just go all the way flat, which I didn't like. So I got a mod to make it harder. But then obviously in the settings you can decide if you press it fully, does it go 100%? So at the beginning I used to set it to maybe 50%. So I'd barely press the brake at all and it'll go like 100% because I set it that way. So it was just setting this. But then over time I could press it a bit more. But even till now I barely pressed my brake at full percent, which is very hard because I'm like pressing it downwards. Russell's got moving anyway. He's probably going to go back to the pits now. So apparently he had no battery. So let's see what Antonelli's lap is going to be like. Well, the Ferraris could get pole here because if Russell's car is done for, the Ferraris have got to capitalize on this because I feel they're faster than Antonelli, but he's still in a very quick car. Oh, Lewis has lost time to Antonelli in that middle sector. So what time is Antonelli? A 32.3. He found time from Q2 though. Let's see what Leclerc does. Leclerc second, 3 tenths off. What about Lewis? A 33.0 or 6 tenths off. They've not cranked up the engine. Behrman fourth, 33.9. Quarter, it's coming. The 1-2 is incoming. For Ferrari, or Lewis had a moment at turn 10. Definitely lost massive time there. For Ferrari, it's possible Lewis had a mistake at turn 10. I'm just seeing oversteer moment, so it's possible. What happened to Leclerc as well? Leclerc had a moment at turn 12 as well. So they didn't have the clearness of laps, both of them. So there's definitely time on the board for both of them. We know for Lewis, there's at least 3 attempts from that oversteer moment. There's probably more. Russell's in the pits. Don't know if he's gonna. He might come out again. Who knows? But Gasly fifth, 34-0. What's Lando doing? He goes second, 32-6 from Lando. Fair enough. Come on, Piastri. He goes quicker. 32-5. Let's see what Verstappen can do. That had your P6. So let's see Verstappen now. Verstappen 6. Yeesh. Well, I did say 6th and 7th for the Red Bulls. So. Oh no, I said 7th and 8th, I think it would. That was a very good lap for the McLarens. Very good lap for them. 6, 7. Childish. 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 What happened to Russell? He's got an issue with his battery. So he went out, stopped on track for a little bit, then went back to the pits. So that's the reliability I was talking about. That a lot can still happen this race, because if one of them has reliability issues, it can flip the whole thing on its head. Hasbulla. So McLaren are 500. So 500 separates them. 2 tenths between them and Antonelli. Pembe, thank you for the follow. Or is it Pemby? Hello. Hello, Freddy. Can't pronounce that. It'll be interesting to see if Russell gets out again, and if he does, what does he do, lap time wise? But the Red Bulls are nowhere on it around there. I think McLaren's have found a bit of pace on their engines. It should be interesting. Bearman again in Q3. Very good. I think Antonelli's coming out again. Oh, final runs for Q3 for the top 10. This should be interesting. What the? So are they gonna send him out again? This is I don't know. It's possible, but surely they send him out now, or are they waiting a little bit? I don't get. Antonelli got the fastest first and second sectors, so we'll see if he can improve. Because if he can improve, it's got to be a mighty lap. Oh, Russell seems to be coming out. Antonelli's going to start his lap. Yep, Russell is coming out of the pits. Wow, damn it. So that Ferrari 1-2 is probably not going to happen. Antonelli is swinging that car around turn 2, 3, 4. Oh, he's down in the first sector by 100th. Lando's on a lap here as well. Pretty sure the McLarens can definitely improve. I think easier. Lando's gone purple in sector 1. Fourth. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. Come on. The whole switch just flips on his head. McLaren 1-2. It just switches on his head. Antonelli's gone quicker in the middle sector though. Has Lando pushed his tires too much in the first sector? We'll see. He's a bit down on Antonelli. What's PSG doing as well? Leclerc's fastest in the middle sector though. Yeah. Everybody's pushing. They're pushing. They're all pushing. How is Gasly matching Hamilton and Leclerc? He goes 4 attempts faster than Piastri. Tino, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Let's see what Lando does. He doesn't improve. Damn it. What does Leclerc do? He goes P2, of course. It was looking promising. What's Hamilton doing? P2. What about Pierre Gasly? P6. That Alpine is looking mighty though. Behrman 7th. If Behrman is ahead of the Red Bulls, there's problems. Who's that? Piastri 4th. Hajar 7th. If Gasly is ahead of these Red Bulls, oh my lord. I'm telling you, the teams are sussing out that engine. I'm telling you, because the Mercedes engines are quick. You can't tell me Alpine switched from a Renault engine to a Mercedes engine at like 6. What's going on here? What's going on here? Hamilton P2, I'm gas. Well, Russell's not finished his lap. I think Russell gets it though. Oh, he doesn't take it. Antonelli gets it. 2 attempts. Well, I said it. McLaren 5th and 6th. Wasn't sure about Antonelli though, but fair enough. Because I did see Antonelli's in a quick car. I think if Russell didn't have that issue, he would have got pole. Because he didn't get a first banker lap in, he's not got references of where the grip is. Red Bar screwed. Russell kind of had a meh. Because I guarantee if you have given Lando, Oscar, Verstappen, Lewis, and Leclerc one lap, they would have done much better. They probably would have got pole. If you'd given any one of those drivers, I guarantee in that Mercedes, that one lap, they would have got pole. Any one of those drivers I've mentioned. Verstappen, Norris, Piastri, not Russell, Leclerc and Hamilton, any one of them in that Mercedes with that one lap would have got pole. I can almost guarantee any of them in that situation, they would have got pole. Especially someone like Verstappen. You know how Verstappen works. One lap, that's all he needs in a good car. He's gone. It's clear. But you just see Russell's lap was so scruffy. It's like he basically had no confidence in the car. That's how it looked. But then Antonelli starts on pole, but does he keep the lead at turn one? That's the issue. Does he keep the lead at turn one? Hamilton P3 though, ahead of Leclerc. Seems all right. Hamilton first corner, exactly my point. I am surprised I am not tired. I have barely slept and I am still awake. Interesting. Where did Ocon qualify? Yep, quality has just finished. Where did Ocon qualify? Compared to Behrman. Behrman 10th, Ocon 13th ish. Gasly 7th, Colapinto 12th. Oh, wow. You see what I'm saying? The Mercedes engines are very quick. This is what I'm saying. That people are saying, oh, Mercedes have only got an advantage. No, all the Mercedes teams have got that engine. Because you cannot tell me for the life of me that Alpine, they've just switched their engines, have found time like a madman. You can't tell me. It doesn't make sense that Mr. Alpine have gone from a Renault engine finishing at the back with Sauber last year to a Mercedes engine where they're in Q3 and they're 7th ahead of Red Bulls. It makes no logical sense. No sense at all. And Charles P. Yeah, to be fair. Has Kimi won a race yet? I don't. He hasn't, hasn't he? Uh, the only Mercedes-powered car that is not in Q3 is the Williams. Apart from that, majority of the cars in Q3 are powered by Mercedes. So that says a lot. Regardless of if you think Mercedes are cheating or not, their engines are equal among all the teams they're supplying. Barrow, thank you for the follow. What was the pole time in China last year? So last year, the pole time was a 1:30.6 by Piastri. to 1.4 seconds off the pace. Is that what the mass is? Yeah, 1.4 seconds off the pace. Interesting. That's not that far away. Very interesting. And especially because they don't have the same speed they did on the straight as well. That's interesting. That was very interesting. I thought the McLaren had a bit more pace. I saw Lando's purple sector. It gave me hope. Hope. It gave me hope. And nah, Gasly, okay. Yeah, Gasly is surprising me in that car. But then they've got the quali pace. They don't have race pace, which is the thing with the Mercedes. Like most of the Mercedes teams are okay in quali, but they've not got race pace. So what was the gap to Leclerc and Antonelli? 3.6, 364. Antonelli and Lewis are almost about the same height. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. So Hadjar was 1 second off the pace. Verstappen was 9 tenths off the pace. That's crazy. The two McLarens are about, I'll say 5 tenths off the pace. That was interesting. Right, YouTube, we're gonna end it there. We'll be back 7 a.m. or 4:15 to 7, 6:45 in the morning for the, I think 6:45, is it? Let me just first check that. Hopefully my master's, or not my master, time is correct. Yeah, 6:45 we'll be back. 6:45 to 6:50. Oh, probably 6:45 because they've got the grid walk on that, so we'll probably start a bit earlier there. But we will be live on YouTube as well for the race watch along. Don't forget to subscribe, like if you're watching this after as well. Yeah, and I should see you there. Hopefully, have a good one.